Can I get your number? Can I get your number? Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. They will not start construction until they get the permits. They will not start construction until they get the permits. I can tell. I can tell. My favorite hobby is playing the guitar. My favorite hobby is playing the guitar. Although time-consuming, reading is a great habit. Although time-consuming, reading is a great habit. I sat there for hours, letting the world around me disappear. I sat there for hours, letting the world around me disappear. If they don't hurry, they'll miss the movie. If they don't hurry, they'll miss the movie. Where we were. Where we were. He will plant flowers in the garden. He will plant flowers in the garden. Forward. Forward. Your grandson is a plumber. Your grandson is a plumber. Then he is convinced. Then he is convinced. They would clean. They would clean. I had an accident last night. I had an accident last night. I play with my friend at school. I play with my friend at school. Watching sports is interesting. Watching sports is interesting. Didn't they remember right away? Didn't they remember right away? They never go to bed early. They never go to bed early. I'm in the room below. I'm in the room below. Ministers' meeting. Ministers' meeting. They envy your success. They envy your success. He sings better than his brother. He sings better than his brother. The handbook is asked more than 10,000 questions per year. The handbook is asked more than 10,000 questions per year. The company held a meeting to discuss its future plans. The company held a meeting to discuss its future plans. Rarely can you improve? Rarely can you improve? These are warm socks. These are warm socks. He had already left the office when I called him. He had already left the office when I called him. I'm in the shower room. I'm in the shower room. He had been playing the violin for hours, so he could play the difficult piece perfectly. He had been playing the violin for hours, so he could play the difficult piece perfectly. I like fresh bread. I like fresh bread. Will it attack at night? Will it attack at night? Please guide me. Please guide me. I'm getting more patient over time. I'm getting more patient over time. Your wife was the owner. Your wife was the owner. Shouldn't it be cold? Shouldn't it be cold? He makes me laugh and is always by my side. He makes me laugh and is always by my side. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. He was training his basketball skills. He was training his basketball skills. You should choose. You should choose. The paintings of the legendary artist have been sold for millions. The paintings of the legendary artist have been sold for millions. If he doesn't hurry, he'll miss the bus. If he doesn't hurry, he'll miss the bus. Let me know if you want to play. Let me know if you want to play. I have to pay my rent. I have to pay my rent. Is his half-sister a lawyer? Is his half-sister a lawyer? What is your flight number? What is your flight number? They can be interviewers next year. They can be interviewers next year. Is your stepbrother the governor? Is your stepbrother the governor? Birds were chirping outside the window. Birds were chirping outside the window. The man whose car was stolen reported the situation to the police. The man whose car was stolen reported the situation to the police. Can't install at sunrise. Can't install at sunrise. The message was received loud and clear. The message was received loud and clear. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. I do not know how to tell. I do not know how to tell. Will there be an illustrator every year? Will there be an illustrator every year? I am likely to listen to music that makes me feel happy and optimistic. I am likely to listen to music that makes me feel happy and optimistic. If he worked, he would pass the exam. If he worked, he would pass the exam. They were rehearsing for the school play. They were rehearsing for the school play. They wouldn't do real estate right away. They wouldn't do real estate right away. They would not be suitable. They would not be suitable. The company will launch a new website soon. The company will launch a new website soon. Avoid big changes. Avoid big changes. He couldn't find his sunglasses. He couldn't find his sunglasses. He will start a new job in 2 weeks. He will start a new job in 2 weeks. Can't it cause this every year? Can't it cause this every year? May not be a weekly investor. May not be a weekly investor. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It wasn't strong. It wasn't strong. I am a nurse and I help people who are sick. I am a nurse and I help people who are sick. You shouldn't exercise. You shouldn't exercise. Would not immediately become a beautician. Would not immediately become a beautician. After the accident, my father's car broke down. After the accident, my father's car broke down. You go to the river to fish. You go to the river to fish. I don't want to lose my low prices for love. I don't want to lose my low prices for love. They won't move until they collect everything. They won't move until they collect everything. My brother-in-law is assistant cook. My brother-in-law is assistant cook. They talk about their plans for the weekend. They talk about their plans for the weekend. May come at sunrise. May come at sunrise. Which is your favorite art gallery? Which is your favorite art gallery? Are there grandchildren dietitians? Are there grandchildren dietitians? I could not be a notary public before. I could not be a notary public before. Does it kill then? Does it kill then? He's going to buy his sister a birthday present. He's going to buy his sister a birthday present. How much is a kilo of apples? How much is a kilo of apples? I'm sorry, I have to leave. I'm sorry, I have to leave. Is that how you always answer the phone? Is that how you always answer the phone? Are there grandparents ambassadors? Are there grandparents ambassadors? He can clean at noon. He can clean at noon. He was able to memorize the lyrics. He was able to memorize the lyrics. Do you have any food? Do you have any food? How knowledgeable. How knowledgeable. Should continue. Should continue. Would we have a kick in the twilight? Would we have a kick in the twilight? Why don't you answer my calls? Asked. Why don't you answer my calls? Asked. Carefully. Carefully. Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? I will return the book to the library. I will return the book to the library. Are they supposed to decline at 1 a.m.? Are they supposed to decline at 1 a.m.? Additionally. Additionally. I'm not continuing now. I'm not continuing now. He proves it. He proves it. Unsuitable. Unsuitable. We hope to have a successful event. We hope to have a successful event. I was aware of this problem. I was aware of this problem. I wrote a poem for my English class. I wrote a poem for my English class. He disciplined himself to get up early. He disciplined himself to get up early. Debris. Debris. The movie will have already started when we arrive. The movie will have already started when we arrive. I can swim in the pool. I can swim in the pool. It should not meet once a month. It should not meet once a month. I always produce. I always produce. He failed the exam because he did not study. He failed the exam because he did not study. Whose bag is this? Whose bag is this? Humble. Humble. The movie was too scary for me to watch it to the end. The movie was too scary for me to watch it to the end. Can we try? Can we try? I did not have time. I did not have time. Build, grow. Build, grow. He will have bought a new car next month. He will have bought a new car next month. Can I choose? Can I choose? He walked to school every day. He walked to school every day. Never back down. Never back down. Let's start. Let's start. Can't I edit it later? Can't I edit it later? We are playing 2 years later. We are playing 2 years later. They often have fun. They often have fun. The computer repaired by the technician is running smoothly. The computer repaired by the technician is running smoothly. He played basketball with his friends. He played basketball with his friends. Can you visit 5 hours ago? Can you visit 5 hours ago? Enjoying next year. Enjoying next year. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. I'm sorry you didn't win. I'm sorry you didn't win. My father asked me for some wood. My father asked me for some wood. You may have a cough when you have a cold. You may have a cough when you have a cold. I'm cooking dinner. I'm cooking dinner. She is knitting a sweater. She is knitting a sweater. Am I studying right now? Am I studying right now? Thank you always. Thank you always. Your grandson was a spy. Your grandson was a spy. Was his friend a pie player? Was his friend a pie player? How are you today? How are you today? We studied English grammar. We studied English grammar. I can't be a musician every week. I can't be a musician every week. The bus was so crowded that I had to stop in the aisle. The bus was so crowded that I had to stop in the aisle. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. We cannot limit. We cannot limit. Do you know the girl we met at the party? Do you know the girl we met at the party? They have already watched the movie. They have already watched the movie. Also, don't forget to bring your sunscreen to the beach. Also, don't forget to bring your sunscreen to the beach. In 5 years, I will go back to school. In 5 years, I will go back to school.